Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I will discuss some important questions and their answers on AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate exam. Please subscribe and share to others and motivate me to bring up more contents on AWS. Question 1. A development team has identified a misconfiguration on an EC2 instance wherein the delete on termination attribute has been erroneously set to true for its root EBS volume. As a solutions architect, how would you propose disabling this setting while the instance remains operational? 1. Adjust the delete on termination attribute to false via the command line. 2. Modify the attribute within the AWS Management Console. Locate the EC2 instance and deselect the delete on termination checkbox for the root EBS volume. 3. Utilize the API to set the disable API termination attribute of the instance. 4. The attribute cannot be altered while the instance is active. Halt the instance from the Amazon EC2 console and then update the flag. Please pause the video and answer and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 1 above with below explanation. Explanation. During instance termination, the delete on termination attribute for each attached EBS volume dictates whether to preserve or erase the volume. By default, this attribute is configured as true for the root volume and false for other volume types. To rectify the issue while the instance is running, the delete on termination attribute can be modified to false via the command line. Question 2. A financial institution stores sensitive information in an Amazon Simple Storage Service S3 bucket. Compliance guidelines mandate the usage of server-side encryption for file storage. The encryption method must adhere to the Advanced Encryption Standard AES 256 with no requirement for the company to handle the encryption keys. Which of the following alternatives offers the most cost-effective solution for the specified scenario? 1. SSC KMS. 2. SSCC. 3. Client-side encryption. 4. SSE S3. Please pause the video and answer and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 4 above with below explanation. Explanation. The correct option, SSE S3, ensures that each object is encrypted using unique keys with robust multi-factor encryption. Additionally, it encrypts the key itself using a master key that undergoes regular rotation. This method employs the 256-bit Advanced Encryption Standard AES 256, considered one of the most secure block ciphers. Implementing server-side encryption with Amazon S3 Managed Keys SSE S3 incurs no additional charges. Question 3. A retail website is transitioning to a microservices-based strategy for its platform and intends to expose the site via the same load balancer, linked to distinct target groups featuring different URLs, checkout.amin.com, www.amin.com, amin.com/products, and amin.com/orders. The website aims to utilize Amazon Elastic Container Service (ECS) on the backend, allowing the hosting of multiple instances of the application's container on a single EC2 instance. Which functionality can facilitate this process with minimal complexity? 1. Application Load Balancer plus Dynamic Port Mapping. 2. Application Load Balancer plus Reverse Proxy operated as a Docker daemon on each ECS host. 3. Network Load Balancer plus Dynamic Port Mapping. 4. Classic Load Balancer plus Dynamic Port Mapping. Please pause the video and answer and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 1 above with below explanation. Explanation. Employing an application load balancer enables the automated distribution of incoming application traffic across multiple targets, including Amazon EC2 instances, containers, IP addresses, and Lambda functions. This load balancer effectively manages varying application traffic loads within a single or across multiple availability zones. Dynamic port mapping in conjunction with an application load balancer, streamlines the operation of multiple tasks on the same Amazon ECS service within an Amazon ECS cluster. Question 4. A company is creating a document management application on AWS, employing EC2 instances across multiple availability zones. The company necessitates a highly available document store that can promptly retrieve documents upon request. As a solutions architect, what would you propose? 1. Choose Amazon EBS for the EC2 instance, root volume, and configure the application to utilize S3 Glacier for the document store. 2. Allocate at least 3 provisioned IOPS EBS volumes for the EC2 instances and mount these volumes to the EC2 instances in a RAID 5 setup. 3. Regularly generate snapshots for the EBS volumes and establish new volumes using those snapshots in additional availability zones. 4. Opt for Amazon EBS as the EC2 instance, root volume, and configure the application to utilize S3 as the document store. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 4 above with below explanation. Explanation. Setting up Amazon Elastic Block Store, EBS, as the root volume for EC2 instances and integrating Amazon Simple Storage Service, S3, for the document store facilitates seamless data management. When using Amazon EBS for the root device, associated volumes are automatically attached to the instances. Launching an Amazon EBS-backed instance generates a corresponding EBS volume for each referenced EBS snapshot in the Amazon Machine Image, AMI. The system allows for stopping and restarting instances without affecting stored data. Question 5. A security consultant is devising a plan for a company that wishes to grant developers individual AWS accounts via AWS organizations, while upholding standard security controls. To ensure that the mandatory AWS CloudTrail configuration remains unaltered for new developer accounts with AWS root user-level access, the consultant must take which of the following actions? 1. Establish an IAM policy that bars modifications to CloudTrail and assign it to the root user. 2. Implement a service control policy, SCP, that prevents changes to CloudTrail and link it to the developer accounts. 3. Set up a service-linked role for CloudTrail, incorporating a policy condition allowing alterations solely from an Amazon resource name, ARN, in the master account. 4. Configure a new trail in CloudTrail from within the developer accounts, activating the Organization Trails option. Please pause the video and answer, and then check with me if you are correct or not. Hope you paused the video and noted the answer. The correct option is option 2 above with below explanation. Explanation. A service control policy, SCP, can be employed to prevent modifications to CloudTrail, ensuring strict adherence to the organization's access control guidelines. SCPs act as organization policies, allowing centralized control over permissions for all accounts within the organization. They restrict permissions for IAM users and roles in member accounts, including the root user, by limiting the permissions to those allowed by the parent accounts. SCPs do not impact users or roles in the management account, solely affecting member accounts in the organization. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share to others and motivate me to bring up more contents on AWS.